that's a good point to make the show introduction. Ja gut, na, das einfach entschließt. Wir probieren hier gerade zum Frühstück japanische Augentropfen aus. Can I see those? You can't take these with contacts, right?
Oh, sure I think they set on fire.
Not.
Yeah.
Sure you can.
Can you drink those?
I wouldn't worry about it.
No.
Yes.
Matt hat schon durchsucht und er kann jetzt eine Stunde nicht mehr gucken. So, will you be able to see anything during the show?
No.
Well, I don't take these then. Ich muss ja noch was sehen, ne? Also, Spin heute mit Zwan. Und was ich ja gar nicht glauben scheint, ist, weil so viel ausgelassen hat, dass wir quasi zum Frühstück hier sitzen. Nach der Show gestern Abend. Since the show is aired during nighttime, we're having a little eye drop breakfast here. First of all, you played a show yesterday in Berlin, which was great.
Thank you.
And it's great that you get up at, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning, doing interviews.
There's nothing.
Is that
what's great about that exactly?
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you play a show the night before, then usually you want to sleep till noon or whatever. But
more like whatever.
No, but it was a really uplifting concert, and I know. Did you like it yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun last night.
That's what I've read. All the concert reviews shows you played, the ones you did in Chicago, and the few you did in Europe so far. Everybody was happy afterwards.
It's a good feeling.
Is that the Zwan mission then? In a sense.
I don't know if we have any particular mission, but I know that we're at a point in our lives where we just want to leave a stage feeling good. We're not really interested in conflict or controversy or anything like that. I mean, we think just being really a good band is controversial enough, you know. These days that's controversy to actually be good.
Right, you know? Absolutely. And the fact that my ears liked a lot is having 3 guitars on stage.
Yeah.
There's still a beep, which is alright. So yeah, we're coming to that later. Start out with a video from a band where 2 of you played, Smashing Pumpkins, from the last record, Stand Inside Your Love. If that is okay.
Sure.
Alright. Dann kommen wir jetzt gleich dazu, wer diese Leute alle sind überhaupt und in welchen Bands sie vorher waren, und 2 davon, nämlich Jimmy und Billy, waren natürlich bei den Smashing Pumpkins, Stand Inside Your Love. Das war ein Chavez mit Break Up Your Band, und Matt war in dieser hervorragenden Band. Since we've just seen a video of your old band, are they still existing?
Yeah, well, I mean, we in our hearts, we still exist. Yeah.
We're all baffled.
So
like we hope to record again and stuff.
Okay, good to hear.
What?
As Matt withdraws the fetal shell.
When?
Whenever we get a chance.
All right. Now, coming back to the show yesterday and to the record, when listening to the album, then I feel very good afterwards, very uplifted, and I mean, doing this album, the whole atmosphere when writing the songs and recording it, was it as euphoric as it sounds, instead of being hard labor in a studio?
We had a good time.
I mean, a little of both.
Yeah, it's always hard to make a record, you know, because there's a lot of insecurity that comes up. Because Zwan is capable of a lot of different kinds of music, so to really focus everybody into the idea of doing a sort of a pop happy record, we had to really say what are the best songs, and you know, it's not that there was a lot of sad stuff, it's just picking the right songs and getting the great performances. Like Jimmy's drumming performances on this album are pretty unbelievable. So really spending the time to get that right. We spent a lot of time getting the right sounds, but no, we had a good time. I don't think anyone's permanently scarred.
Also nachdem wir alle Bandmitglieder irgendwie gefeatured haben in den Bands, in denen sie vorher waren, hätte ich jetzt auch gerne einen Clip gespielt, in dem Dave zu sehen ist, aber von seinem Projekt Papa M gibt es kein Video, und auch Todd heißt, wo er gespielt hat, Stereolab, Slint, Royal Trucks. Kein einziger Clip, in dem er zu sehen ist. Schade auch. Dann gibt's noch ein Pumpkins-Video. Ein letztes Mal willkommen zurück mit Zwan bei MTV SPIN. Das waren jetzt Prodigy mit Smack My Bitch Up.
Yes.
Yes.
We just ran into the Prodigy guy.
Still the same hairdo?
No, he's got a different hairdo now. But they're just finishing their album, he said.
Anyway, what's up with the rumor that you are playing in the first feature film of Jonas Åkerlund?
Yeah, I'm in the movie for like 5 seconds. I mean, it's just a small little moment.
What's your line?
Two
again?
movie stars here now.
That's gotta hurt.
Wow. So, 5 seconds as what?
A doctor. A rock and roll doctor. No, I'm just a doctor. I'm wearing a wig and glasses. You wouldn't, if you didn't know I was in the movie, you wouldn't even recognize me.
And did you write any of the music?
Yeah, Matt and I worked on the soundtrack.
Oh.
We didn't work on the soundtrack with the movie. We just, I read the script and talked to Jonas, and then we recorded a bunch of songs and gave them to Jonas. I think he used about 5 or 6 songs.
Do you know when it's out?
I don't know. It's been a while because it's an indie movie, so it's like distribution and stuff like that. But the best part is when the movie opens. After the first scene, there's like, you know, where they show the credits, and Matt's singing "Number of the Beast" by Iron Maiden, so it's pretty cool. So.
Talking about Iron Maiden, they're going to
Yes,
play
let's.
Rock am Ring.
Yes.
Is there a chance that you're going to show up?
Yeah, last we heard, it's not confirmed yet, but I think we're going to be on that day with Maiden, which we're totally psyched about.
Yeah.
Well, lady and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
And I'm looking forward to the Iron Maiden thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
we are too.
It's gonna be awesome. Das war MTV SPIN mit Zwan und letzter Song muss natürlich sein von den Smashing Pumpkins, Disarm.
Tschüssi.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
You take my life out there too.
Don't.
You fight a musket, but I'll run you through. But when I'm waiting for the next attack, there's no coming back.
Zurück bei MTV SPIN, das waren New Order. Just played Crystal on the show. And so coming back to these bunch of people, I mean, you played all in bands before, which were great, and sometimes people just say, well, that's a super group, although I don't like the term so much. But I had the impression, especially after I've seen the show yesterday, that it's much more a band than, I don't know, the Pumpkins on the last tour. It feels like friends on stage sharing a unique thing. But nevertheless, how did you get together then? I mean, find each other was hard, probably.
Yeah. Well, me and Jimmy knew Matt from even before the first Pumpkins album, so we used to get together and jam. So after the Pumpkins broke up, we got together just to play some music, not to form a band. And then we started talking about maybe making a band. So we wanted to play some concerts, so we asked Dave to play bass, but just as a substitute because, you know, we thought he was too busy doing Pop M, which is his solo stuff. And then we asked Dave to join, but as a guitar player, so then we still needed a bass player. And then Paz was sleeping, and we all snuck in her bedroom at night.
Get up! Get up!
Wasn't it at one point that you thought about not having a bass player at all?
Yeah.
Like doing the Pussy Galore thing?
Yeah, it's because when we would just play 3 guitars and drums, it has a certain sound, which is pretty cool. But, you know, I started to miss that low end. I love bass, I really do.
Well, that's definitely a low end.
Yeah.
Alright, I'd say we continue with a video by A Perfect Circle. When was the point when you quit the band?
God. What day is it today? Like officially, because I think I quit the day I played with them in my mind.
Right.
But officially.
Yesterday?
I mean, legally.
Officially, I should think
Actually, they don't know yet. She's quit.
Thanks a lot, dude.
Send out a message. Ja, also dann käme jetzt die Band, die vielleicht noch gar nichts davon weiß, dass Pars nicht mehr mitspielt, nämlich A Perfect Circle. Judith. Gut, willkommen zurück hier bei MTV SPIN. Es dreht sich alles um Zwan und jetzt gibt es gleich das aktuelle Video Honestly zu sehen. Video is coming up, honestly. Where was it shot? Looks like an interesting place.
Oh yeah, it was shot in the desert outside of California. This guy had built this time machine, and he unfortunately died before he finished it. He said he'd met an alien in the desert.
Who was this guy?
I can't remember his name, but he was a pretty credible guy because he was a high government military guy who met an alien in the desert, retired from the military, and then decided to build this Integratron time machine. If you go on the internet, Integratron, I think it's in .com or something, if you do the search you can find the site. It's pretty interesting.
I thought there was maybe a link from our website.
There's also a link on Zwan.com, I think, to get to that. But that's pretty cool. So just amazing, like a crazy building that this guy built in the middle of nowhere.
It's a dome.
He was halfway building a time machine.
Yeah, it was gonna be.
That sounds interesting.
It was gonna like do cell regeneration and time travel, and it has no metal in the structure. It's all wood, and
he was attempting to create like an electrostatic coil.
Right.
It was going to spin and create enough, because he said from a scientific point of view, if it spun and created enough energy, it would stop time and alter your cell growth.
It'll
reverse
the
aging process.
And also it had to do with where it was physically located.
Yeah, the height is supposedly the same height as like the Great Pyramid, and longitudinally and latitudinally it's supposed to matches up somehow.
I'm wondering if there's any machines like that. I mean, if you look at the first Star Trek series, and I don't know if it's the same terminus beaming.
Those weren't real, Marcus. It was a TV show.
No, there has to be something like that, and I think the airplane, and transportation lobby is blocking any ideas of bringing people from one place to the other without needing limited transportation.
About 4 months ago, they just did the first space, just like Star Trek. They moved a beam through space, like by breaking down the particles and moving it to another location. They just did the first experiment, yeah.
There you go. So. Nevertheless, Zwan was a great video, which is fine. I mean, considering you're a band and no physicians.
Although if you do watch the video enough times, you will
Be transported
somewhere.
You will waste your time.
Okay, let's play 5 times back to back now. Wir sehen uns dann im Universum, irgendwo, nach der Zeitreise. Zwan, honestly.